All right, good morning, party people. It is a beautiful Thursday morning. Got the door open already. Plenty of farmers out in the field doing their thing. That time of year in Central Illinois. Working on the K100 again. I think this morning I'm going to get this air can off, intake tube, kind of get it out of the way, and then like I said, probably gonna pull that J bracket off, play with it a little bit, get these upright pieces here off, makes that a little bit more manageable. Right, there's some of this stuff upstairs in the loft area, make a shelf up there for K100 parts. Probably take one of those tanks up there. Maybe, I don't know. I dug through the stash of wiring a little bit. Dug through the stash of wire, whatever. Found some 12 gauge. Should be fine for the wire that runs the key switch. Found some really nice 8 gauge heavy wire I would like to use for this wire, which ran from the solenoid in the battery box to the actual starter. Nice heavy gauge wire. I like that. And we'll either use this 12, should be fine, for the wire that went inside to the key. Maybe find some 10. I don't know yet. I was gonna mock up those wires, just get them ready, and then I remembered that we're going to move the batteries back here somewhere. So it's not really a cut and paste, make them the same length. They might need to be shorter, might need to be longer. So I'm going to wait on that. Yeah. And get a battery swapped out in this camera. Try to get some of these cross pieces off, all that. Basically, get the rest of everything that we're taking off right now off. And play with this a little bit. See how it matches the other side. See what we can do. So, I'm gonna switch some batteries here and start working. So, enjoy. All right, camera died. I got excited. Kind of started moving stuff around. It's looking good, looking promising to what we wanted to do. Maybe not exactly. The holes don't exactly line up, but with some creative reaming and different bolts, I think it'll do about what we wanted to do. So got all that stuff off. Looks better already. Kind of started playing around. Slid this bracket up here where that big upright is. Those two uprights. So that's significantly closer to the cab, which is what we wanted. It was back here. That is where that cab jack was, though. I think we could relocate that cab jack down in here. I don't think it would be too bad. Could be wrong. Slid that J bracket forward to where that was. Fits pretty good. The two upper holes do, bottom one's not so much. Then I got excited when you guys shut off and I moved this back one forward. It was a 15-inch spacing, it's about 14.5 now, so it's only a ½ inch closer. It looks a lot closer, but it's only a ½ inch. Again, these two holes don't line up to anything. We'll just have to see how it goes. The air tank looks a little odd. It can slide forward probably about 6-8 inches closer to this belly cross member. It will hang off the back a little bit, but I think with a fuel tank, you're not really going to see that. Haven't got to the other side or anything to see if anything's the same. Most of the time they kind of are, side to side. Not exactly. Most of the time they are. So, little update. I'm going to do some cleaning, sweeping up, whatnot. Pick up some tools. It's almost lunchtime, so probably after lunch I'll do some picking up. Starting to get a lot of stuff here. A lot of stuff here. Probably go up stairs. Back here, there's some shelves. I'll label it with Irvin's name, K100. And I'll start putting some of this stuff up there. It doesn't need to be down here. Fuel tanks, don't know what we're going to be doing with them. Intake we're not going to need for a while. These cross pieces. Might leave these uprights down here, maybe. As far as the stuff we took off, most of it is probably going to get thrown away, scrapped. But it's always nice to keep it around just in case. So, that's where I'm at so far with Irvin. And removing, sliding some stuff forward. See, I think with tank on there, I mean, there's not a lot that you see there, but a little bit more frame rail. A lot more than you saw before. Alright people, sorry. Shut the door, it's a little windy. I've been working. You saw me moving some stuff upstairs. I put some stuff in the scrap pile. Somewhere over there. Went ahead and threw away what I knew Trent wouldn't want to keep. What we're not going to reuse. Put some stuff upstairs that I know we're going to keep, probably need later. Put the tanks and stuff in this back room. Sorry. Missed some of that on the camera. A little room back there. New to this, you know. But been working on the K100. Didn't film any of it. Sorry. But it looks so much better. Got the tank mocked up, got the everything's mocked up, clamped in. Just set the tank back on it, see what it looked like. And oh boy. Looks so much better. I really want to move this table over here, but you can actually see some of the frame now. It makes the truck look longer than it actually is, even though nothing changed. You can imagine the exhaust and everything is going to be going up there. I think this tank and everything is pretty much everything slid as far forward as we're going to get it. That oil filter, we're going to have to relocate somewhere, which it needs new lines. We can make new lines, mount it somewhere else. I think the cab jack we can still put up in here. I sent a picture of Trent on lunch. We agreed that it needs to go forward more. A lot less of the holes line up this way, but we can do some reaming, some new bolts, and I think it'll be looking really good. Got the air tank on there, which most of these lines need replaced anyway. We can make some longer ones, put them back where they need to go. Doesn't hit the belly cross member. I thought it was going to. This guy. So you can see that front J bracket. That one was right there. This one was back there. So this tank is slid forward quite a bit. This exhaust upright was right there. So it's forward. It's just going to make everything look longer, even though it's a very short truck. Shove it all that way, there's just going to be big open space here. You're going to see some of that frame. Of course, won't look as long as Freddy here. So it's obviously, if you imagine that not there, you got a bunch of frame. The fifth wheel's all the way back here. Bunch of open space. Looks really long. And that there's no hood, it looks even longer. So I think it looks real nice. Sent a picture to Trent already. He thinks it looks real good. So I think that's about it for now. I might jump on the other side, play with some stuff over there, see if the holes are going to be relatively the same. Like I said, they should be. Let's just go look. We'll just go take a look. So you can see J brackets are still on in their factory location when they came to us. You can see this one pretty much straight across from that one. That upright was here, so we'll have to put it up there. Looks like there's a hole there, there's a hole there, which was the same on the other side. I think this is a coolant filter. Sorry. That'll have to be moved. So that one up there. Take that air tank off. Move it down out of the way. Of course, we got a whole bunch more wires and hoses on this side. So we go around that spring hanger, come up into the frame. That might be troublesome to work around. Sure would be nice if they can't really see down there. If they came in up there, that would be nice. Might be a bear for the starter sometime. Anyway, cross that bridge when we get there. So, yeah, it's getting close to quitting time. Might fiddle around with it a little bit more. See how it's gonna go around all the wires and whatnot there. Could be troublesome. Well, yep. I think that's about it for today. Probably see you tomorrow. Do something. If you're liking the channel, you're liking Irvin, you're liking the Cabover content, like Freddie, consider subscribing. Doesn't cost you nothing, helps us out. Like the video, don't like it, tell us what you like, what you don't like, tell us what you want to see, what you don't want to see. If you don't like Cabovers, there's going to be a lot of them here, because as you've seen, maybe there's 2 more out there. So don't do on the Cornerstone side, the other business, we do a lot more other stuff. I don't know if we'll be filming any of that stuff, but like this truck here, getting a frame repair. It's the kind of stuff we do: suspension, alignments, frame, stuff like that. Working on these old Jims, getting them running, getting them roadworthy. So like, share, subscribe. We will see you in the next one. Bye. Hey there, everybody. New week, new day. It's a little late in the day. Had another truck to work on there this morning. Back on Irvin here. Forgot to pick up the camera a little bit. Got the J brackets off on this side. Trent's back. Talked it over a little bit. Got the part of the belly cross member off already. We're going to try to scoot this back. That way, when our uprights are more forward, they sit close to the frame. Before, they had, this space, and then there was the bracket itself for the upright, and then there was the J bracket. It was like an inch, so then you would have to space your rear J bracket out an inch. So we're going to try to move that back, see if that helps, see if it makes it look a little better. Looks like we're going to have to do a little repair on that. Aluminum's cracked a little bit, no big deal. Got the air tank just kind of hooked back up, suspended up there for a minute. Some bungee cords. Yeah, we're going to try to scoot this back. That way it sits closer to the frame and it'll look better in the long run. So Okie dokie. Got this on. It actually worked out pretty good. Got it bolted back on both sides where the engine mount, bell housing mount is. So basically, this just went from there to there. Like I said, we're gonna have a lot flatter surface, not enough space out as much, and it just works better. I just have the bolts in that bottom piece. I didn't actually tighten them or anything, so we still have to weld up that crack. But I think you saw me. These are just a hair. These are just a hair off. So instead of reaming out the frame and the mount, we just opted to wallow that out a little bit, little reaming. You saw me use my metal scribe, and I just scribed it out evenly on both sides, about 1/8 of an inch, 3/16. Squared it off with my square, and then took a aluminum burr bit and like a die grinder, and just made them a little bit bigger, all four corners, and now they fit. So should work. It's gonna look nice. Like I said, we got to fix a crack in that. One of these J brackets had a crack in it, so we'll get the TIG welder out, or maybe the spool gun, and we'll get that taken care of. But it's about all the time we got today. The other job is gone, so that's about it. So we will see you next time.